All right, welcome back. We are here to pull together everything we've been talking about to really synthesize what it means to create that perfect synergy between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. Let's get into it.
So, just to be clear, what we're doing today is a full-on review. It's a capstone for the course Cultivating Human Mental Thought Processes to Maximize AI/Human Synergy by Virtualization Options LLC. Think of this as the greatest hits album. All the key concepts we've covered, all in one place. Let's start by jumping right back to the biggest question of all, the one this whole course is built around. As AI gets more and more powerful, what is it about you that makes you not just relevant, but absolutely essential? And the answer really starts with this core idea, the 30% rule. Now, this isn't about AI taking over. It's the exact opposite. The idea is AI handles the 70% of work that's kind of routine, the data crunching stuff. And that frees us up to double down on our irreplaceable 30%. That's where the magic of human judgment, creativity, and empathy comes in. Okay, so let's dig into that foundation a little more. Because to build a really powerful partnership with AI, you first have to be crystal clear on what each party brings to the table. And let me tell you, it's all about collaboration, not competition. And this, right here, lays it out perfectly. Look at the two sides. AI is an absolute beast when it comes to speed, finding patterns in massive datasets, and doing the same thing over and over without getting bored. But where do we shine? Well, we bring the context, the ethical compass, the out-of-the-box creativity, and that crucial emotional intelligence. The goal is never to try and outcalculate the calculator. It's to provide the wisdom and understanding the machine just doesn't have. And here's the proof in the pudding. This synergy thing, it's not just a nice, fluffy idea. It's a real, measurable performance booster. We're talking about research from MIT Sloan that shows when you put humans and AI on the same team, they consistently blow past what either could do on their own. It's a classic case of 1 + 1 = 3. So if our job is to focus on that special 30%, what exactly are those skills? Let's break down those cognitive superpowers that really define the human side of this equation. We can basically boil it all down to these three pillars. You've got your thinking skills, that's your critical thinking and creativity. Then you have connecting skills, empathy, ethics, all that good stuff. And finally, adapting skills, things like curiosity and metacognition, which is just a fancy way of saying thinking about how you think. This, right here, is your curriculum for the future. Let's start with those connecting skills, because honestly, in a world that's getting more automated, our ability to genuinely connect with other people, to build trust, to show empathy, that's becoming a massive differentiator. It's a superpower. And don't for a second think these are just soft skills. They have a hard bottom-line impact. I mean, look at this. When you pair AI's efficiency with real human empathy, you see a 23% jump in productivity. Employee satisfaction goes through the roof, and customer loyalty can literally triple. Empathy isn't just nice to have, it's a serious business strategy. All right, next up, adapting skills. In this new world, change is the only thing you can count on. The AI tool you mastered last month might be old news by next month, so your ability to adapt isn't just a skill, it's a survival mechanism, and it's all fueled by one thing, curiosity. And this cycle is how you make adapting a habit. You can't just wait for someone to train you anymore. You have to take charge. Be curious, discover new things, then experiment. Play around with them without being afraid to fail. Take a moment to reflect on what you learned. Integrate the good stuff into how you work. And finally, share what you know. That's how you stay ahead. Okay, so we've got a handle on the individual skills. That's great. But how do we bring this to life for a whole team or an entire organization? How do we go from just you getting better to everyone working together in this new cognitive partnership? Well, for a whole organization, it has to be a deliberate strategy. You start by assessing where the real opportunities are. Then you have to actually redesign how work gets done to play to everyone's strengths, both human and AI. You got to invest in training these human skills, create feedback loops so the AI and the people learn from each other. And maybe most importantly, build a culture where human judgment is truly valued and celebrated. And look, this all comes down to practice. You wouldn't expect to get stronger without going to the gym, right? Same thing here. You have to train these skills like a muscle. That means things like weekly training for tricky scenarios, daily drills to get better at talking to your AI, and regular reviews to just check in on how you're collaborating. That's how this stuff becomes second nature. Which brings us to our final,
and honestly, most critical section. As we pull this all together, let's talk about you. Because this future partnership with AI isn't just something that's going to happen to you. It's something you have to choose to actively build. If you remember one thing from our entire time together, let it be this. Your role is changing. You're shifting from being a doer of tasks to an orchestrator of capabilities. Think of yourself as the conductor of an orchestra, blending the raw power of AI with the nuance and depth of human wisdom. That's where the beautiful music is made. And so, we end with the most important question, a question that only you can answer. It's not if you'll partner with AI, that ship has sailed. The question is, how? What skills are you going to sharpen first? What new habits will you commit to? How are you going to start orchestrating this synergy, starting right now? I'm going to leave you with this final thought from the course, because it just says it all so perfectly. The real conversation isn't about being replaced, it's about becoming irreplaceable. And the power to do that, to develop these skills, and to build this incredible new partnership, well, that power is entirely in our hands. Thanks for diving in with me.